On board.
All right, Exodus 20 and 12.
Honor thou father and thou mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thou God give thee.
You're supposed to honor your father and mother, that your days be extended upon the earth. This is what Yahweh tells us. The Most High tells us to do, and He gives us a promise of what we would get in return from that. Let me get Ephesians 6 and 2. Because the Most High, He tells us things that we need to do, but He also gives us things in return. It's just like if you have your child to do something and you reward them, you know.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 2. Honor thou father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise.
Like we just brought out, that's the first commandment, and He gives you a promise that your days will be long upon the earth if you do that.
Yep.
Let me get see what I want to get. Let me get Proverbs 30 and 11. Because that's important, you know, because these days it's a lot of people, a lot of kids, they not respecting their father and their mother. They even have the parents having to call the police on them because they beating on their parents, you know what I mean? So go ahead, bring that up.
Proverbs chapter 30, verse 11. There is a generation that curse their father and do not bless their mother.
So they curse their father and don't bless their mother. And you know, in Exodus, the Most High tells us that we must honor our mother and our father. Now we're gonna go ahead and bring this out because you're supposed to honor your mother and father, but it tells you that there's a generation that doesn't honor their mother and father. So I want to get Mark 7 and 10. Mark 7 and 10, because just like we have promises of honoring our mother and father of what we would get in return as a good thing, there's also a downside to that if we don't keep that commandment.
Mark chapter 7, verse 10. For Moses said, honor thy father and thy mother, and whoso curse father or mother, let him die to death.
God, you get put to death if you don't honor your mother and father. So that's deep, and then there's I'm gonna get that scripture too, but there's even a scripture where it talks where he compares keeping the Sabbath to honoring your mother and father. So that's a serious thing, man. And there's a lot of children, man, that's really disrespecting their parents. They got them going on all these crazy TV shows talking about they need them to go into them to get scared straight and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. Yeah. So we just saw in Mark how it says you get put to death if you don't honor your mother and father. So this is what was said in the law. Deuteronomy, go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the elders of his city.
So we see what's going on is that this is a stubborn and rebellious son and just a drunkard, and they try to rebuke the young brother and tell him, you need to listen to your parents, you need to listen to me and your father according to the law, but he's still not listening, so they have to take him out into the city.
And unto the gates of his place, and they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and drunkard. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones, that he die.
So that's how serious this thing is. And a lot of people, they think that, like right now, you got these kids, they going to scare straight, then they want to start crying and stuff, then go back home and do the same thing all over again. But if you are disrespectful to your parents, the Most High said you got to pay for that thing right there, man. Like you were put to be stoned by the I'm just like, I don't want to quote that wrong, by the men of the city. You were to be stoned and put to death. But now we under grace by, you know what I'm saying, all praise to the Most High. We under grace now, and we not getting the punishment that we worthy of right now. So people thinking they can keep doing what they want to, not knowing that the Most High is keeping account of everything.
Ecclesiastes 8.
Nah, my brother got a precept we gonna bring up.
I think it's 8 and 11. You know, because of not like that. Heart of a man is set to do evil. Oh, 11. Yeah, it's 11. It's 11.
Come on.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because a sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
God, beautiful precept. You know what I mean? Like, because the heart of man is set to do evil because nobody's punishing them.
Right.
And you can disrespect your mother or your father and don't get put in jail. You know what I'm saying? You can do what you want to, and like going against any laws of the Most High. That's a law. That's a law of the Most High to respect and honor your mother and father.
We learned that in captivity, man, from Esau, man, because they straight don't honor their mother and father.
You know what I'm saying?
They, fuck you, dad.
Yeah.
You know, that's.
And like they be dad. This one little boy on the show, man, talking about his parents tell him to do something. Talking about I said I don't want it and all this, and telling him to get out of his room. Like, is you serious?
That's like, did y'all see the Mike Epps stand-up comedy with the one little brother? She was cleaning his room. He said, "Mom, get out my room now, Mom."
Man, look, bro.
And that's where Jake get that from, man.
I got something.
We learned our wickedness from the damn devil, man. That's why we got to separate ourselves.
I got some rock, man. I got something in some rock. 1 second.
So
Speak real quick.
you got to come out of that, man.
All right, con. I got some right here. You know, because we going into the precepts about how you're supposed to honor your mother and father. Now we is talking about how the children, they just out of hand and think they can do what they want to. Now I'm gonna speak to the parents on this, man. I got some precepts. Or unless you want to get it. Oh no, this is Sirach. Sirach chapter 30. Man, we can start from the top.
Sirach chapter 30, verse 1. He that love his son calls him off to feel the rod.
Con, you understand that? If you love your son, you whoop him. I mean, that's all to it. If you love your son, you cause him to feel the rod. What?
That he may have joy of him in the end.
Con, what they say, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. So if you whip your child, you're going to have joy with him in the end because he's going to respect you and he's going to listen to you.
He that chastises his son shall have joy in him and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance.
Con, what?
He that teach his son grieve the enemy.
Con?
And before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Con, yeah, you know, it said, you teach your son, you grieve your enemy. Why? Because your son is going to be brought up to be a respectable person. He's gonna do what he needs to do, and it's gonna get more into why that will grieve your enemy.
He ain't programmed.
Verse 4. Though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead, for he have left one behind him that is like himself.
Con. So your father's enemy is going to be grieved because he's going to be just like his father was, and he's going to keep on fighting against. He's going to keep fighting against his father's enemy just like it's him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I think you got a question, bro?
Oh yeah, you.
You know what we up here teaching, bro? We actually out here for you, man.
John.
Y'all brothers get with him.
What's y'all? Well, I'm gonna ask anyway. What's your nationality, man?
Your ethnicity.
Yeah. Oh.
she asking like,
Is you Christian?
no, not your
No, no,
religion. She's asking like, what nation you come from? Are you Chinese?
Con,
Are you
con.
white?
African American.
Con, that's what's up. Well, we got. You want to get into
Yeah, y'all feed the brother.
go get into the curses, man, because it's according to the Bible, it shows how we can prove that we the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speak of through the things that befell us.
Yeah, Christ was the Hebrew Israelite.
So we gonna get into Deuteronomy because it tells you the curses that will be upon us in the last days.
Hey, man, you a young brother, huh? How old is you, man? Oh, 22? Okay. Yeah.
Boy, yeah, again, let's start with 28 verse 1.
All right, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt not hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thou God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
God, so it's telling us right there that if we followed the commandments, if we did what the Most High told us to do, what God told us to do, that he would set us above all nations. But it's going to get into what would happen to us if we didn't follow the Most High, because we ended up not keeping the commandments that the Most High gave us.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God, so all these curses will come upon us. We're going to go into some of those curses. All right, go ahead.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
God, yeah, go ahead. Show them some of those pictures right quick.
Yeah, it said, curse shall we be in the field, man. They had babies picking cotton, man. Us as our little son out there picking cotton, man. Hot as ever.
And we also cursed in the city, man, because we
Kill it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got it bad. We got it worse than anybody, even though we in the city, you know what I'm saying? We getting shot out here, we getting gunned down. That's one part of being cursed in the city.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And if we get, and this goes into how we commit the same crime as somebody from another nation, we get a worse penalty because we cursed.
Yeah, like your own brother that look like you want to kill you, man. That's a curse. You know, especially in the hood, in the ghetto, man. You know what I'm saying? You ready to finesse you and all that and jug you, man?
All right, go ahead,
Deuteronomy 28:37. And thou shalt be in astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
All right. God, that's all good. Being that proverb and that byword is meaning that your national.
No, you the greatest brother on earth, man. You're one of the greatest brothers on earth, man. You come from the nation of Israel. Now, not everybody.
Not everybody, all right.
The nation of Israel, man.
God, go ahead, all right.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Well, we getting on all what was it, 46? Yeah, Con. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll just go to verse 48.
Okay, Con, go.
Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
John, you know, like my brother, if you got the picture, man, go ahead and get it.
Oh, the iron and yoke?
Yeah, about the iron being around our neck. That haven't happened to nobody but us, you know what I'm saying? We the only people that had
I ain't
those.
got it.
It's all good, but we the only people that had those yoke of iron upon our neck. We can go ahead and get the picture later. But yeah, and I want to get into this real quick because the brother said pretty much that this is for everybody. And here you go, Art.